Two topics influence every human being on this planet, whether you care about them or not: health and money. In my world of pathology, there's a certain logic. A student cannot outperform a professor in the diagnostic suite. But in the world of money, there's a glitch. Meet Ronald Read, a janitor and a gas station attendant. He lived a pretty quiet life. Then meet with Richard Fascon, Harvard-educated Merrill Lynch executive, the literal embodiment of financial success. One of these men died with $8 million fortune, and the other one went bankrupt. Who do you think left the money? The answer reveals one of the most uncomfortable truths in finance. Doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and everything to do with how you behave. And this is my summary of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Financial success is a soft skill. We think we make decisions based on spreadsheets, but we actually make them based on our unique money story. If you were born in the 1970s, you watched the stock market explode. You were inoculated with optimism. But if you were born in 1950, you saw the market go absolutely nowhere for decades. Same investment, totally different emotional DNA. Before we judge someone for keeping cash under a mattress or buying a lottery ticket, remember, they aren't crazy. They're just playing a game based on a story you haven't read. This leads us to the most dangerous force in human nature, the moving goalpost. Imagine a doctor making $500,000 a year. He's successful, he's happy, until he buys a home in the Hamptons. He meets a CEO making $10 million. Suddenly, that $500,000 feels like a deficiency. In biology, a cell that has forgotten how to stop growing is a sign of malignancy. A cancer cell is simply a cell that has lost its sense of enough. It consumes the host until there is nothing left. Greed is a financial cancer. As Morgan Housel puts it, there is no reason to risk what you have and need for what you don't have and don't need. Your reputation, your family, and your peace of mind are non-renewable resources. Don't let the malignancy of more consume them. So how do we find homeostasis, the balance? It starts with the only variable you truly control, your savings rate. You can't control the market, you can't control the economy, but your savings, those are 100% yours. Housel reframes the equation. Savings equals income minus ego. Think about your expenses, that car, that watch. Is it for your utility, or is it to signal success to people who aren't even looking at you? This is the man in the car paradox. You buy the Ferrari to earn respect, but the people on the street, they don't admire you. They just admire the car. Real wealth is invisible. It's the gap between your income and your ego. It's the money in the investment account you haven't spent. Warren Buffett's real superpower isn't his IQ. It's the fact that he started at age 10 and never stopped.
Spending a lifetime doing it, and I've surrounded myself with people that bring out the best in me. And you don't need to be a genius in what I do. That's the good thing about it. If I went into physics or a whole lot of other subjects, I'd be an also-ran. But I am in a game that you don't need. You probably need 120 points of IQ, but 170 doesn't do any better than 120. It may do worse, probably do worse.
Compounding doesn't care about your brilliance. It only cares about your endurance. I recently watched a movie called In Time. In that world, time is the literal currency. You pay your coffee with your minutes. You pay your rent with your months. When your clock hits zero, you die. If you had to pay everything with your literal life force, how would you make your choices? Would you still chase the luxury goods social media tells you to want? Or would you live frugally, guarding every hour of your life like the precious resource it is? Money is just a proxy for your time. A high savings rate buys you the freedom to say no. That is wealth. Finally, we have to prepare for, as Nassim Taleb calls, black swan. Shocks like the Great Depression, the World War II, 2008 crash, or COVID-19. Events that no one predicted. In my world, the most resilient organisms aren't the ones optimized for a sunny day. They are the ones with the most room for error. Stop trying to be rational all the time. Start being reasonable. From a math perspective, paying off a low-interest mortgage might be stupid. But if the psychological piece of being debt-free lets you sleep at night, it's the smartest move you can make. The perfect strategy that gives you an ulcer is a failure. The imperfect strategy that lets you stay in the game for 30 years is a masterpiece. In the book, 30 Lessons for Living, thousands of elderly people were interviewed. Not one said happiness came from buying more things, or it was important to be wealthier than your neighbor, or you should pick your job based on its potential earning power. They all point to the same thing: time and autonomy. No one is crazy. We are all just trying to navigate in this messy world. Manage your money in a way that helps you sleep. Be humbler and kinder and less flashy. Stay patient. Learn to say at a point that is enough. And buy your freedom before you buy your stuff.